Always great talking to my next guest. He's going to be fighting on Contender Series coming up here August 4th. He's taking on Kevin Syler. It is the boss, Kenny Cross, back here on the program. Kenny, how's it going?
Man, I'm doing terrific. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you and good to be talking about you about a Contender Series fight, man. Congratulations. When did you put pen to paper and actually get this matchup?
I think it was I was notified about it like 8 weeks ago, and they finally sent the contract over probably a month ago or so, and it was 100%, so we couldn't really tell anybody what was going on, but we were pretty sure of that we had the fight.
How tough was that not being able to tell everyone the good news? Because I know you don't want to get anyone in trouble, right?
Yeah, it was just a bunch of craziness with the pandemic going on, because we've heard about this since before my last fight. Sean Shelby was emailing Darren before I went out and knocked out Robert Hale. So that was a scary fight, because we already had UFC talking to us, and I had to go out there and perform now. So it put a lot of pressure on that fight. I went out there, executed, did what I was supposed to do, and then I just waited for that email to come back up. They reached back out, and I was like, praise the fight gods, because, now it's set in stone, and I'm ready to go.
And what would you say has been sort of the biggest difference on this winning streak heading into this fight? Because I know earlier in your career you had a couple losses, but like I said, nice winning streak now.
I'm just getting better. I'm in the game now more. I'm learning more techniques, and I'm starting to see not just the fundamentals, but just that next level in striking and in my grappling and things that work against certain body types and just matching up with people. I'm a tough matchup. And there's tough guys out there, but I'm just getting more educated about the whole game, and I just keep practicing. So now it's just more experience. I'm knocking out Jonas Flock, who was 14-4, all these people that have a lot of fights and that have been to PFL and LFA. So that confidence is now under my wing, and when you finally get that clean cut knockout, you're not reaching for this feeling anymore. You finally have it. You know what it takes. You know that you're capable of doing it. So I feel like that just elevated my confidence, and that just created a whole new monster.
And a lot of experience heading into this fight. When you see guys on Contender Series, they've got maybe 5-6 fights. I mean, you've got 13 in your career. How ready are you for this? Because I think in some arguments, you could say you could just outright be signed to the UFC.
Yeah, I was getting a few offers or talks about if I joined it with a different management company, they would have had me in the show, like forever ago or whatever. But I think that I've taken the right path. I haven't rushed anything. I was patient. I believed in the process, and now I am here, and I am here to stay. And I'm going to show the whole world in the UFC that not only am I a contender for the UFC, but I'm better than a lot of their roster. And they need to get me on their cards. So August 4th, I'm excited to go out there and really prove it. I don't want to talk too much until I can actually show what I can do.
And you talked about it there. You've stuck with your management since day one with Liam and Cage Side Management. I know Brett Martin's with you guys as well. There's a lot of really good Michigan fighters under that stable. I know Liam's helped you a lot, and there's a lot of loyalty there. How much were you thinking of him when this all came together?
It makes me smile when I think of Liam, and when I think of how far we've come. It makes me smile that I stuck it out. I believed in myself so much that I didn't want to sell my soul to these other management companies and let them take 20% or whatever, because Liam and his company, they do great work for a low price. On top of him being my friend, that was the best business decision for me. So I just had to truly believe in myself and know that I could make it to where I wanted to go. And now that I've done so, I get to not only enjoy it for myself, but enjoy it for my brother and the people that he has with him and his team, and shine a light on the company, because they'll bend over backwards for you. They just signed Bobby Nash, a former UFC fighter. We're gonna sign a whole bunch of people to Cage Side, and they're going to be a problem in the UFC as well. So I'm just thrilled. I'm blessed, and I'm happy that it's all coming to fruition now.
So what do you know about Kevin Syler, undefeated guy? How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I think that I'm better in every area. I think that My size, my speed, my power, my fight IQ, the range difference, the way that I can get in and out and understand where I'm at. I feel like I take less damage. I feel like I apply more pressure and I produce more damage. I don't think he's going to be able to take my power. I don't think he's going to be able to take my pace. And I'm going to be all over this guy. I don't see an area that he's better than me or even close to as good as me.
And what type of training camp have you had leading into this fight? I know we got a little bit of time, but how have things gone?
Things have been going beautifully. My body's great. My cardio's good. My tools are sharp. I've had a lot more attention from the coaches. You know, they're really making sure I'm prepped and I'm ready to go for the biggest fight of my life. Essentially, you know, the world-changing fight right here. And it's been a great camp. All my camps normally go really well. I have nothing to complain about. My weight's been fairly decent. I've been walking around 170 pounds. Normally I'm like 184, so my diet and everything's been real professional. And there's nothing stopping me from going and taking this contract home.
As far as training partners, who are you getting to work with specifically? Who have been some of your main training partners for this camp?
Yeah, my main training partners would be Bobby Nash, Darren Cruikshank, Jason Fisher, and my boy Chase, who just moved to the gym. People will be seeing a lot about Chase in the coming years. I got a lot of good bodies, a lot of guys that are putting the pressure on and not giving me excuses or breaks, and just making sure I'm working my ass off. They're trying to beat me up, you know, and they're taking everything and they're making sure I'm prepared for this fight. So I couldn't be more thankful for the gym I have and the teammates and the coaches around me. Everyone prepared. They're top level athletes, so the caliber's there, the mindset, the mentality, the workouts, everything. I'm just pushing. I'm pushing. There's no stopping.
How do you see the fight playing out on August 4th?
I'm gonna go into that cage. I'm gonna get in the middle. I'm gonna get in the middle of that cage. I'm gonna apply pressure. I'm gonna hit him with a couple shots, and I'm gonna take him out in the first round. And it's gonna be crazy.
And what would it mean to be to get that UFC contract and just be another fighter from Michigan that's made that level, because there's so many guys before you, Cody Stamen, Jamal Hill. Like, what would it mean to you just to represent Michigan and get that UFC contract?
Oh, it means everything. Like, I feel like the Midwest, Michigan, we're the top athletes out there. I feel like there hasn't been enough credit. There hasn't been enough credit to us athletes in Michigan and the Midwest. Like, a lot of people haven't been hearing us, especially in the MMA community, until, last year, the year before. Now, all of a sudden, we're on everybody's radar. Iridium's ate up almost every fighter from the Midwest for a reason. So for me to be a part of the pool of the top level caliber guys in the combat sports is everything. I want to put on for my gym, for Michigan, for myself, for all my wrestling coaches, my hometown of Hastings, Michigan, my grandma, all my supporters. I want them to, I want the world to know that we breed killers, in this kind of atmosphere over here.